What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our first playthrough of Elden Ring. We are currently making our way eastward. Check out this little guy up here, but also want to head down and start dealing with those that live in death. So I'm very curious to see what we've got in terms of that guy. Also, these enemies are very interesting in how they just slam their... I mean, I understand, like, I also have a helmet on. However, I don't want to get a concussion. You know, kind of the same way that football players are all padded up and stuff, but it's like, it's too padded up, I think. You know? Can definitely hurt yourself. Oh, we got another merchant? May I see your wares?
Yeah, mate. I'm terribly sorry. Are you here as a customer?
Yeah. I am. Oh, we can buy one of the cracked pots? Okay. Pickled turtleneck and some poison arrows? Flame chariots. I suppose we'll learn about that as well.
I must apologize. I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
I do wonder if you come back to merchants at a future point, if they ever get increased inventory. I'm also interested because all of the merchants seem to be like the same in a certain sense. Beware of the flame monk's chariots bearing the faces of giants. A well-aimed blow to the chimney on top may prove effective, but opportunities for plunging attacks will be rare indeed. Fire monk's chariot. So those things, those face things are called fire monk chariots. And you can give them a plunge attack. Well, that's nice because, I mean, it's at least something in the game that seems to have a, like, plunge attack animation to it. Okay, down there. I believe we went down here, right? Or is this up another flight? I'm not entirely certain, actually. We may have to... We may have to make sure to visit that. I feel like we may have done something. Because this is where we went and killed, or one of these. I think it was the Murkwater Cave is where Patches was. I do want to see this, but it seems like it also comes to a dead end. Okay. So we are heading eastward. Doesn't seem like there's much of anything up here. I've been getting a little bit better at it. I need to make better use of using the horse. So I tend to just wander by foot quite a bit. Okay, so there is that's the artist shack. So I don't think we need to be trending too much in that direction. Just check these to see if there's anything between or on top. Ah, yes, lots of dead things. I mean, I'd have to kill them all a second time. I'm just buying myself some time. I'm sure they're not gonna be able to follow me all that much. I don't see anything up there. Okay. We'll get away from that. I don't really feel like dealing with all of them. More ruins? Okay. Anything good in these ruins? Mayhaps? Summon Water Village. I am surprised it doesn't say Summon Water Village Ruins, just because it wouldn't really call this much of a village anymore. Seems pretty disparaged, and naming convention wise, it would probably make sense to just call it ruins at this point. Oh, well, that's where I marked. Okay, so these are... Got it. Alright, ruins are what I marked on the map. This is not like I'm coming across some bonus thing. That's another boss. Okay. I think I saw a stone sword key spot. I did. Alright, well. I suppose that's how we'll get to this one here. Something good? I would feel like if a stone sword key is blocking it, it should raise the value of the item being hidden. I don't know why they're all the turtles here. Green turtle talisman. Well, that might be why. Okay. Raises stamina recovery speed. Ooh. I think with the build that we have, that's not really a big deal, but just as a general thing, it's like the Chloranthy ring. So probably a pretty nice thing to get early on, depending on the build that you've got. Right, because obviously it's going to be dependent on what weapons you use. That's a red one, so I don't care. And it doesn't matter when you're out of combat, so the stamina portion doesn't matter as much as it once did. It's really for infights, which truly changes the necessity of Tibia Mariner? So what was the name of the other Mariner that we fought? The other one was clearly meant to be fought later in comparison to this one. I know that there's obviously damage scaling stuff that we've got because we're way stronger now, but I think the Liurnia stuff is a bit later content. Deathroot and Skeletal Militiaman Ashes. So that's one more Deathroot. I want to say we have like 3 at the moment. We're gonna head to that guy that deals in Deathroot stuff. Mushrooms. I don't think there's... I mean, I'm just guessing. I don't think there's gonna be much of anything else. I do see an item back here, though. Smithing stone. Or Trina's lily. See, the Trina's lily, it felt like it was a rare thing, but I feel like they've been becoming more and more common. I don't know, I feel like I find the Trina's lily all the time. Alright, so that is this area, which would make the next logical place to go the Sending Gate. So let's head on down there. I cannot explain though how excited I am to just be going to new areas again. I'm very happy with all that we were able to find revisiting Stormvale Castle and exploring everything that we seem to be able to in Liurnia. But just to be going to new places is very, very exciting. Because it just feels like there's that much more of an opportunity to find new things, whereas when you're going over a single location several times over, at times it does get a bit disheartening. Like, okay, like I know that there is other stuff here, but just feels like you have to really, really, really work at finding the next thing. Is that a church up there? Okay, we're making a pit stop. We're making a pit stop because church is always very, very good. And this red must be that K-lid because we popped out in K-lid real quick when we came out the other side of the river. Ooh. We have a fight then if it's taking us off the horse? Okay. So how much dodge rolling are you gonna do? Apparently a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna tank that hit for sure. Sacred Scorpion Charm. So this is the Smoldering Church. Got 2 items here. Missionary's Cookbook, Nomadic Warrior's Cookbook. Okay, well I saw the church. I thought maybe we'd be getting a sacred tier. Clearly not. This is a very different. We do have a golden seed set to upgrade with. Okay, so Nomadic Warrior 4 was the Beast Lore. Oh no. Nomadic Warrior 3? I don't know, we got something new from there. And then the other one was Missionary Cookbook. Over Pickled Foot Fowl. Alright, cookbooks are good. I've yet to have a church have something hiding behind it, but I feel like in good faith I have to look. Ooh. Okay, so we've got another minor Erd tree here. This is straight north. So you got the big one, which like it looks like it's very close. I don't know if that's a perception thing. Because what, this is that tower. Looks like there's another tower. But is that this? Like, is that just loading things in much closer? It feels like this is probably all the way across there. It's probably just a perspective thing. We got minor Erd tree, and it looks like something out behind it. Oh man, so cool. Okay. I think we're close to a level, yeah? 27,530. We're at 26. Just make sure that we get enough. So we can get... Yeah, I guess as we level strength and stuff, we are getting some... Do I need... Oh, I need 4 now? Oh, man. Okay. And yeah, it definitely kicked us off because of the invasion. Lord Godfrey, at last, at the end of his campaign, his golden army is unvanquished and unbowed, yet finds grace lost, tattered and faded. All of those gravestones have been fairly cryptic, at least to me. Like, I haven't quite followed what most of them are saying. I do think it has something to do with the calves, but we staggered him so low, that might be just a product of the damage that we do compared to his overall health pool. But it definitely does feel like there's more to it than what I fully understand for staggering them. Okay, so there are ways, I guess that's just to have like a quick way back. Maybe it's you kind of go up tier to tier. That's probably it. Silly wolves. Can't sleep. I guess they had one on. I guess they had one on watch. Maybe two. Just not very quick to react. Okay, so like I'm gonna leave up there. So I don't really think that there's anything. Okay, definitely want to kill this one. Ash of War Sacred Blade. Sacred Blade grants armament attacks Holy Essence and fires off a golden blade projectile. The armament retains its Holy Essence for a while. Ooh. Okay, so if you're going up against a specific enemy, like that one's cool because it not only fires the projectile briefly, but also adds a holy buff. Ooh. So bear via wolf pack? So are we helping the wolves out, I guess? Are the wolves gonna turn on me? This better be a good item. Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to help you. I really didn't want to have to kill you. Oh, they staggered him. Just trying to get in and get the riposte. Help the wolves out, you know? This is all for a smithing stone too. This better be, like, there better be a reward for killing this particular bear. Here we go. Come on, there better be a drop. Give me some like bear ash of war or something. Beast blood. Gold tinged excrement. Wow, thanks. Baby waterfall? Does make me wonder if there's a way into that cave. See, it feels like there's more to that. It really feels like there's more to that, because it's not... Unless there's some sort of, like, lure to why the bear was fighting the pack of wolves. The whole, like, staircase down. But we definitely can't climb that back up. Just feels like if there's a hole in the wall like that, that there may just be something to it. Can I like jump across this gap? Oh, I can. Got the parkour horse. Obviously can't go up any further. Got a giant here. I don't know. I'm gonna put a marker back here. We'll have to investigate further later. Just feels like maybe there's a way from up top that you come down and there's some sort of side path to go. So the sending gate, it says, is back in there. Third Church of America. We have finally found the flask! We have finally found them! At Sites of Grace, you can mix 2 crystal tears in the Flask of Wondrous Physick. This will allow you to create elixirs with various custom effects. Wait. Okay. I was like, hold the phone. Are you really telling me that it's just the... Okay. So is this just another flask then that you pick and then it's a single use, a relic of the Physick chemists, priests of the Erd Tree. Harnesses the powers of crystal tears, which only form after the passage of many moons. Various special effects are bestowed upon the drinker, dependent on the specific mixture of crystal tears. Rest at a site of grace to replenish. Basins are placed at the feet of minor Erd trees throughout the lands between in order to collect their crystallized tears. Now, what we've learned is that there are also these avatars that drop them. I don't know if the avatars... I don't know exactly how they're tied into the basins. Or if they, like, stole them or something. Makes 2 crystal tears in the Flask of Wondrous Physick. This allows you to create physics with various custom effects. Okay, so what do we want? Restores half of total HP. Steadily restore HP. FP, stamina boost, dexterity, faith, magic, lightning, holy, charged attacks, negates damage, and a concoction to explode. A defective crystal tear which possesses absolutely no medicinal qualities. A lesson said to be learned the hard way for some. Faith can be a volatile matter after all. Is that like I would have like an explosion shortly thereafter drinking, and then if I just stay in close proximity, I would deal like an area of effect damage to the enemy? What in the world? The opaline, like the negating damage and restoring, like, might be good for the time being, and then when we start to get, like, one in boost dexterity, which isn't bad. Would be a way to get extra damage. Talk to Melina? This is how you know we've definitely gone the wrong way.
Words of Queen Marika.
Or can you only speak to her at Churches of Marika?
If you wish, I will share them with you. Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
Okay, so what I'm starting to get the feeling of is when you start the game is like telling you, hey, here's the way to go with the main quest line out yonder, right? Everything's pointing you that way. But it almost feels like, to me, I don't know if maybe you're supposed to go to Margit for it feels like if you go south and then maybe east, like I don't know if you can get a round table hold trigger by going south first, but it feels like go south and then east, and then you would move your way up Liurnia and then to the Grand Lift. Like that is the procession of expected events. Now, we went very much so not that way, but that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Just based on the way that, like, we heard about the Wondrous Physick early. We didn't do anything with it, but we heard about it. Okay, so this is that teleporter. Let's see where this takes us. Because this is for that guy that deals with the Deathroot stuff that we've been collecting. I forget what his name is. Rayol's Dragon Barrow. Okay, so we're like way back, and that is a giant enemy that I am not really looking to fight at this point. So let's just go in. Let's just go inside. Lost Grace, Bestial Sanctum. Ooh, cool. Just gonna... We're gonna touch that Lost Grace. That'll be potentially quite handy. Let's talk before we hand over Deathroot. Or do we have to hand over Deathroot for him to talk to us? Okay, well. Do I just give them all? I'm gonna give him one to start. And then we'll see what happens.
Death. Feeding me.
Because maybe the more you feed him, maybe there's like a reward for each couple that you give him.
Shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
Clawmark, Seal, and Beast Eye. Okay, were they both key items or just the one? Said to tremble when close to Deathroot. So this one, like something that alerts us to it. And then the claw, I'm assuming, is a talisman. That's the claw talisman, but I don't think that was the... No? Where... I saw that the second one was a key. I did not see what the first one was. But somewhere in here, we've got a grape. Got dragon hearts that we have not delivered. Hawk that heeds no summon, which doesn't fully mean anything to me. Was something at the bottom? Was it a... No, the hook claws or something else that we've gotten. Gosh darn it, I really gotta pay attention to every single thing. Okay, I don't know what the other thing is that we got. I'm gonna give him the rest of the Deathroot, because it seems like you just turned stuff in for items.
There's something else. But the death yet quenches. Bring more.
Ash of War, Beast's Roar, Bestial Vitality, and Bestial Sling. Okay, so there's the potential that it was one of the, like, maybe he gave us an incantation? So rock shards. Oh, beast Garank, beast clergyman. That's what the guy's name was. Okay. Heals HP over a period of time. That one's actually... That could be pretty nice. That could be pretty nice. Okay. Sweet. We still have 7 more of these stone sword keys. We've spent all of our death root. Okay, so I guess that's all you can do with him. So whenever we kill more of the things that live in death, we'll be able to come back out to here to the Bestial Sanctum. Okay, so this is what I was seeing in the distance behind the minor Erd tree. It seems like that's also the direction in which we should be going next. Is in these parts to Caelid and down. So I think we'll head to the Smoldering Church and maybe head northeast up to the minor Erd tree, because there may just be tears to collect from a basin, or there may be a fight in addition to it, but either way, we should be getting more of them. What do we have back here? Does this take us down to the roots of the Erd tree behind? Ooh. They're a little bit more on the tanky side. Alright, we're gonna abandon the horse. See, so this is where I start to wonder that, like, it seems like this first area is a little bit easier, and then as soon as we kind of cross over into Caelid, the enemies start to get a little bit beefier. Ow. Come on, can we please? It'd be nice if I could just, you know, swing freely. Just get the killing over with. Why is everybody's weapon so much faster than my longsword? I feel like I've got a basic enough weapon that I should have pretty good speed, but I think part of the problem too is, I mean, one thing, it's slow, but second, or slower, but secondly, it swings over them. Okay, so we got an avatar. Time to fight the last airbender. Oh, oh. So this one's got some rot. I'm just gonna avoid that. Right, I forgot about that. I forgot what that did. Oh, okay, I get it. Ah. We're gonna boost. We're gonna try out our new Physick thing. We're gonna heal over time, and we're gonna reduce our damage taken. I tried to roll out. I got staggered by the orbs. I knew that was coming. I was gonna try and run the strafe and roll out of it, and just got completely staggered. Okay, so this is one of the This is one of the harder avatars, because we've definitely fought ones that don't have, whoops, that don't have the full move set. Okay, we'll start the fight with this. Yeah, I think if you just get behind. Yep. Behind is the place to be. This is not great because it was just behind. Ooh, that was close. For some reason, that's the attack that I like had in my head, which I know is different. That is a mean combo. That is a very mean combo. Okay, I get it. We got lucky because it did the jump and butt slam attack. Green burst, crystal tear, and flame shrouding. So that's probably stamina and fire. Okay, I'm not sure which we got. So there's one that boosts stamina, and then there's one that boosts stamina recovery speed. So, okay, one is for maximum stamina, the other is for recovery speed. I would think that recovery speed is better unless you have lower stamina and then maybe... Oh, frames are dropping out here. Ooh. Ooh, what is... So that's that building that we saw out in the distance. It's got a giant pot in front of it and that giant. But that seems to be like you get to it from back behind the Siofra well area and back there. That seems pretty cool. Okay. So we're gonna head back out. I don't know how much it did, the mixed physick with the damage reduction. I'm sure other fights it'll probably become much more apparent, the overall value of it. Cracked pot. I want to say we're up to like 14 or 15 out of the 20 cracked pots. And perhaps it's, obviously merchants have some of them, but it also seems to be in a lot of areas that have a lot of pots, which makes sense. All right, we died, so these guys are all here. Kind of forgot about that. That's fine. See ya. Just gonna run away because that's the natural thing to do. Take that lightning grease. Okay, so we're running into a lot of fire stuff. Does that hurt? No. Does not. Alright. I don't think that well is going to mean much of anything. Now the question becomes, where are we? Rot View Balcony. We were down at the Minor Erd Tree already. Is that Bird Boss? No, because there are a bunch of them. There's another place to use a key down there. We do 917. I don't think these guys are that strong. Never really do much damage. I think those are just weak to something in particular. Some type of damage, whether it be an elemental thing or... Oh, the backstab did a lot. These guys are beefy. Okay. Alright, we may be stepping up quite a bit in terms of the difficulty of areas. Shack of the Rotting. Well, it has a special name, so I'm expecting something of it. Would think that there would be something special in terms of item. I don't know, like that item doesn't seem like much. Honestly, none of these really do. What do we have here? What does this guy tell us? It's rotting. Wow! You don't say. Everything. Rotting scarlet. The very earth that Caelid rests upon, in Celia, town of sorcery. The end is nigh for all of us. And then I think, okay, he just says the same thing. So this is where you would hear about Celia if you came through the normal way. But we have not come through the normal way. We also kind of just, hey, you know what? This isn't even anywhere close to here. And this felt like it would probably be pretty late game, just based on how we jumped up to Fort Faroth. But you need to go here before you can take the lift. Now, there is something up here with the abandoned coffin. This might be another plateau that is not connected to the grand lift. So this may be a section that we still need to explore in Liurnia, but we will get to that. Okay. So the plan is to head out from here and make our way down the road. Although there is this cave, so we may start there. We may start at this cave. The general plan is to work our way over and then back up towards Celia. Now, at least with this map, probably some other things here, we'll be able to find some stuff. But we will make our way out next time. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Also level 69. Nice.